Hello, guys, and welcome back to another DarthWookie episode. And I just finished recording the last episode, the one where we do the exploration up to the snow biome, which is back there behind us. Just got done with that, and I was trying to decide what we're gonna do in this next episode. And I think we're gonna have a housekeeping episode again. And I know there are a few people that were kind of confused by that last time. So I'm gonna try and explain that better. When I say housekeeping, I don't mean like boring, like nothing's going on. I mean like we're gonna finish a bunch of really small projects instead of like doing this build behind us, this ore temple. That was like a full, that was like a full episode in itself. Today we're gonna do a bunch of smaller things and just kind of cut in between them and get it done that way. And so first off, we got Fortune 3 pick here. So we're going to clean up all these ores that we have left over from mining over at the stronghold. And we're going to see if we can get some levels out of this. And then we're going to head over and we're going to use these diamonds we just got, 19. And we're going to see if we can do some enchanting. So I'm going to go ahead and finish mining all these down. And then we'll get on to the next project. Alright guys, so I got all that stuff mined up. We got quite a bit of diamonds, quite a bit of lapis, and quite a bit of redstone. We got a couple stacks of blocks of everything. Those are all upstairs. Put those nice and safely away in our storage room. So now here's the next thing. We're not going to do this whole side kind of to this building, cleaning this up and finishing that up. But we're just going to try and add a few small, quick things. I actually found something online that I'm not going to copy, but I'm going to try and make something similar. So we're basically doing like the idea is kind of like a furnace like this, but a little bit smaller, that we're going to add in down here. I think I want to put two of them together. Maybe like one right here and then one right there. I'm not sure. We might have one on the other side here. Depends on how it looks. And I have some netherrack smelting, and we're going to try making it out of a couple different materials just to see what we like the best. So I saw a picture of this, but we're going to change it slightly, so it's not going to be exactly the same. So I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to build it, perfectly. So we're going to build one of these together, and then, I'll do the other one off camera probably. So kind of like, is this right? Yeah, I think this is right. Now, if we go like that, and then can we close it off? There. So something kind of like that. Let's get rid of these. Okay. Doesn't look too bad. Now, I can't quite remember what I was going to do. So the top is going to be the middle here, right? So that's 1, 2, 4. Let's light that up still. So the top's going to come up like this. Yeah. We'll have a back on it too, which we're not going to be able to see because of this wall. So I kind of built this in a bad spot. We're just going to kind of build it and see if we like how it looks, and then we'll worry about getting it in the correct space. We can always move it. That's not a huge deal. So let's see. Do we want to put like one of these in this? Or is this where we're gonna... And I'm not sure if I want to do magma blocks or lava. So we're gonna have to try both of these. That does not look as good. Let's see if we can get that back and then put some lava in here. And I think we might need to come out a few blocks. So let's put... So that's where it was. So we're going to have to put one there, and we're going to fill that up like this. So I think I did like that. Here. Oh, okay, yep. This is looking better. So kind of like this. I don't know, that's kind of wide out here. Can we like close this in a little, maybe like with stairs here? Then we still have that block. If we put another stair here. Still looks kind of wide there on the end, and then you can't see in here because I want to have like all of this space filled up with lava. Maybe this is gonna be too wide. I don't know. Let me play around with this off camera, and then we'll come back and see how it's looking. I finished up my building off screen here. I kind of played around with it a little bit, and I found a design I kind of like. So this is what we got right now, kind of like another furnace area here. We got some lava in there. It's a little wider than I thought it was going to be, but it's still not too bad. I think what we still need to change, though, is these back two blocks right here. I think should match these two up front. I don't think I have enough blocks on me to finish that up right now. But this is kind of what we got. I ended up clearing out this lava just because we're going to kind of redo this path here. I think we're going to do that right now. But as soon as we get that done, we might be moving this over a little more. That way we can try and fit two in here without getting too close to that area. I think, I'm not sure yet though. But this is looking pretty good. I like this. Let me know what you guys think. I got some cobwebs going, like some smoke. I think we should maybe add like one or two more. It looks like it's getting caught under the path here, which is okay. And we might end up changing this path in the future. Let's see. I don't want them too close together. Let's see if that was enough. We might change that into that path too. I'm not sure yet though. Let's see. How does it look from down here? It doesn't really look like it's going up that way. It just looks like there's cobwebs up there. So maybe if we have like one right there. No, that's not. I don't like that because now there's that space there. So we might have to redo that one. Like that. Let's see. I think that one should be up higher. So complicated just adding cobwebs. So let's go ahead and finish this up real quick, and then I like right now how the how this brick is looking with this. That looks pretty good. So I don't think we're gonna switch it over to that. But we're still gonna try and find a way to kind of start implementing some of this netherrack into the build. I think since we have like grass and dirt and stuff over on that side, I think kind of like in this type of path and like along here, we might start changing like some of the stairs out and some of these random blocks and some of these cobblestone blocks into netherrack and the brick. And I think that's one way we're gonna kind of build like this area and mix the themes together. Oh man, we got another guy in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some more stuff together, and then we're gonna work on a little path here and see if we can clean this up a little bit, and maybe those stairs up there. All right, guys. So I did a little work off camera now. We just worked on this project, and I was trying to figure out. I had the materials out because I didn't know if we were gonna try and make one of those with like the netherrack and stuff. So I tried mixing it in here. I don't think the stairs look that bad, but I'm really not a big fan of like this kind of pattern. I just don't think that the textures, there's too many lines in this, and this is like too plain, and this is too plain, and the red color just stands out too much, so I'm not a big fan of that. So I'm gonna go back and replace those. We were gonna work on this section next, but I came up with a different idea, and today we are finally gonna add our water drop down into the storage room. That's right. So if you guys recognize up here on the surface, our cave's over there. This is the area where we placed all the cobble to kind of stop the water from falling, and that did not work very well. And you can see into our cave down here. This is back towards the other way. This is towards the wall that we built. So first thing I'm going to do is seal all of this up here, and then we are going to head underground and check out what it looks like. Okay guys, this is what we got going on down here. I just sealed that up. This is the wall. This is the back side of the wall that we built a couple episodes ago. This is kind of the rest of the I think there was kind of like two ravines that kind of went together when we first found this, and so this is kind of the other side that we decided not to build in, but we might expand out into here. I'm not sure. Kind of depends. So now we need to head down. We need to head downstairs, and we need to see exactly where we want, where we think we want this drop. Kind of centered, like in this back section of the room. So do we want to go, like, let's see, this is 4. What if we line it up with like this chest, since that's not really like a even number? So we come out a few blocks here. So like that could work. I am going to mark this, just so we can find it upstairs. We also need to head up to the surface and see where that comes up in the water up there. Just because I have an idea for kind of building like a gazebo type structure up there, just to kind of make it look nice instead of just like, you know, water. So we kind of want to make sure that lines up in a good spot too. So now we need to come back in here. Let's see. Ooh, it's kind of off to the side. I think that'll be okay though. We can make this work. And since I'm going to be working in here, I kind of want to light this up just a little bit better than what it's been. And we're just going to pillar all the way up. And I am using dirt because it's easy to destroy, but we actually need to save most of this because we are really low on dirt right now. So we're just going to keep going up. And I'm not exactly sure how I want to do this part. Maybe something like, maybe just seal it off like this. And now we can't do that one. Okay. Now can we dig up? There we go. Okay, so this, straight up this hole. Okay, so it's not too bad. I was hoping it was where I wanted it to be, was going to end up more like over here. But this still isn't too bad. It is, okay, it's this spot right here. So we can kind of get rid of like the sand and kind of just terraform this a little bit, change how the land looks, and then I think it should be fine. We shouldn't have too many problems with it. And we are still collecting gunpowder because we are waiting to work on our brewing cave. We need some TNT to clear out the area. Oh man, that guy's got an enchanted bow. And we are super short on TNT. So, still collecting a lot of those, especially, that's why I like these episodes where I can do a lot of work off camera and kind of jump around, because I can do stuff like collect resources while we're doing it. So we know where this is. So actually, just for the sake of having easy building, we're going to clear that off so that we can get rid of some of this stuff. Okay, that looks good. Now, the question is, how do we want to make it look underground? I'm kind of picturing to keep like the cave style. You know, I kind of want to make it look like we're going spelunking or something like that, where we would fall down and, you know, there'd kind of be cut out rocks, maybe a few lights, but like a lot of vines and stuff. So I'm not 100% sure. Maybe what we will do first is set up the actual water drop. Oh, I lost it. Oh, it's over here. Maybe what we'll do first is set up the actual water drop. That way we can see if that works okay before we do anything else. So let's go ahead and we know where it is on the surface. We got the holes dug out in this cobblestone. So let's get all of these out of the way. And we actually need to be back up here. So let's... Oh, I'm not going to be able to do that, am I? Can I jump on there? It's not close enough. Can I jump on here? Not close enough. Like that. There we go. Okay, so we just need to clear this out. Maybe... I think I'm going to do a 5x5, but we're going to kind of do a design at the end. So it's not going to be a straight 5x5. I am a little worried about stuff falling in here, though, while we have this open. So maybe I'll spend a few minutes and get this lit up a little better, quite a bit better than how it is. I know there's a lot of stuff along the ceiling. I'll just have to be careful. So what we need is signs. And we do not have a lot made, so we are going to make some. Just get all of that. Let's turn all of those. Boom. So this is just kind of like a proof of concept test at this point. This is not going to be, I don't think we're going to leave this as like the final design. I think in breaking some of the blocks, we're going to ruin some of these signs. So we're going to have to try this again, or we're going to have to like replace some of these and redo this. So it's not... it's not going to be perfect, but if we go like this, and we just kind of cover this, let's keep going here. And the reason I'm placing them like this is since I know we're going to kind of design this a little better. All I have to do, if you break this sign down here at the end, since all these other ones are placed on it, they will fall off. So that way we don't have to worry about that. And I have 2 buckets, but no water on me. I only have 1 water bucket. Oh, nope, I do have 2 water buckets. Okay. I'm gonna use these. Let's head back up there. Alright, so we got all our signs placed. Now we're gonna add some water here and get that going. So I think, I'm not 100% sure on this, so this is why we're kind of doing like the proof of concept and checking. But I think like water breaks or fall, so if it's a certain number of blocks above, depending on how fast you're falling, see now it looks like we're still going to take damage there. So we might have to lower that down. I'm not sure though. And I think we're going to design it so when we place the signs for the part that we're going to fall through, like in the middle, I think it will look, well, we're going to make it look a little neater than this too, from down here. So let's head up to the surface, and 22 levels is kind of important, but it's not going to be the end of the world. So we're just going to give this a test run. We're going to jump from all the way up on the surface, not even just from up here. We're going to go all the way up to the surface and jump down, fall down. We're not jumping, I guess, and see what happens. But it looks like we're going to take damage. So I don't know if that means we just need to always wear feather falling boots, or if we're going to have to redesign our storage room a little bit. But let's just test it out, see what happens. And since we're up here, I'm just going to grab some water. Oh, crap. I forgot about that. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll fix that later. So, fingers crossed. Let's see what happens. Oh, so you only take half a heart. That's really not that bad. So I think if the signs are at this block level. If they were at this block level, I think we'd be fine. The issue with that is then we're getting into where our structure is. So I'm not sure. I think I could live with a half a heart. That's really not that bad. And we can add some like leaves or something around the top here. Or some wood, or make it all cobblestone, something like that. Kind of build it up, make it look a little neater. And we can definitely change how these signs are. So I'm actually pretty happy with this. That's looking pretty good, and well, it's working. I won't say it's looking good because we haven't done anything with it yet, but it's working. So why don't you guys give me a few minutes? I am kind of gonna figure out what we want to do with the wall here. I think we might build it up kind of just like we did this. I'm liking something like this pattern, kind of like this oval shape. So we might just copy this exact shape, you know, lay it out, you know, center it, lay it out right here, and then just build straight up. And then the fun part's going to be kind of going back and adding some design to it. So kind of cutting out some of the blocks in some places, adding some blocks in some places, maybe put some ores and some vines. You know, maybe we could, I know we already have like the abandoned mineshaft look up there, but maybe like halfway down we could add like another abandoned mineshaft looking piece to it, something like that. I don't know. So I'm gonna I got a bunch of stone smelting. So I'm gonna kind of lay out a design here and start building. And once I get it complete, we'll come back and kind of do some of the design together. And I'll have to check and see how we are on time for this video. So this might be the last project that we do, or we might do a few small things after this. But give me a minute to get this stuff together, and then get that built. All right, we are back here. I just had to go to sleep because it was raining and nighttime, and I was getting swarmed by zombies and stuff while I was trying to finish this up. So we got it going all the way down. I haven't added. Ooh, I almost fell. Oh my gosh, that was close. I haven't added the water, the signs, or anything back down there yet. I think we're going to maybe finish up the interior of it before we do add the water and all that. But I'm finishing up this top level and just kind of trying to make like a little gazebo. We're going to add some lights. I think hide some lights up in the corners. Maybe just put some stone in the ground, or maybe add like some fences around it so it kind of just looks a little nicer. Get some flowers going. I think we're going to fill in kind of over here and make this kind of like on the edge and not so much like this awkward shape coming off of it. But we'll work on that later. I don't think we're gonna worry about that right this second. I just want to kind of make this you know, nice enough looking that we can move on to the next project. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up, and I don't know if we're gonna add all this stuff in here now either, because I have a few other small projects I kind of want to get to. So I'm going to finish this up, maybe do a little more, and I'll show you guys what we got before we move on to the next project. Real quick here, before we jump off to something else, I kind of got the land built up around here. Got some kind of hidden lights. I mean, they're there, but we got some trapdoors on them, so they look okay. And I don't think I'm going to have time to make this look super pretty. We'll maybe put some fences or something around here, you know, add some grass, make this look nicer. I think, I don't know, I've wanted to do this for a while, but now it doesn't really make sense since we have two entrances that are kind of like the same thing, but you can just drop down. Haven't done any work with the walls, and the fences, or the signs look really bad. I think I might switch it to fence post, or fence gates, just because I think we can organize those and make those look nicer. And I know that they're not in a line at all. And accidentally hit a W on there. I don't know how that happened. But it's functional. It works. We got another quick way down here now, so that's pretty neat. So if we're like running, you know, down to one thing, even though I missed that jump into the water, you know, we're kind of able to jump around here in our base pretty good. And it looks like we left some areas that were not lit up. So it's actually not too bad that we saw him spawn there, so we can get that lit up. Let's see, what are we gonna work on next? Next. I was thinking about working on this area, but I'm still not 100% sure what I want to do. Actually, so I thought we were going to do some more work over here in this area, maybe change out the roof or add a little path, but I think we're going to call it good for today. We got plenty of work done. We got a little gazebo over there. We got some other small things, small projects done in the base. Got some stuff added. In the future, I think off of this corner here, we're going to add a bridge and like a little path that splits up and something that goes over there, just so we have a little easier access. But I think we're going to call that an episode for today. I will need to get all these pieces put together and edit a little bit so that we can get that finished up. Oh, let's go use our new... well, I guess we just used it, actually, when I was showing you guys how it looks. And we need to move sheep. We need to move our animals around, too. We got everything sealed up in there now, so that's all good. Actually, I think I left the path open right here. So let's just close that for now. I know where it is, though. Or we'll come up with a different path. But I really think our cave's coming together pretty good here. And I was wanting to try this. Oops, I missed a little bit. It's not very quick once you get into the cobweb, but, I mean, to go from the top down, still pretty quick. Maybe we'll do something like that for our drop down instead of having water there. I'm not sure. Just a thought, but I think we are gonna head back out to the stronghold in the next episode. I want to do a little bit of exploring on camera and show you guys some of the stuff I found while I was mining out. And like I said, these episodes we don't do very often, where we kind of just do a bunch of really small projects, but I like them because we get some additions onto the base here, and it starts feeling more and more like it's going towards that complete. It's going towards that finished product, even though we're still a long ways off, and we'll probably just continuously keep adding stuff onto it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode and some of the small things we worked on. Let me know if you have any interest in stuff you want to see some more work on, like additions, to this side of the cave, or doing some mining episodes or whatever. Go ahead and leave some comments. Let me know what you guys are thinking of the series. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time when we're back at the stronghold. Bye-bye.